Hello, everyone. Next, we will introduce our paper, Multi-modal Gait Recognition via Effective Spatial-Temporal Feature Fusion.
The silhouettes and the skeletons are the two most popular gait representation. We could observe that the silhouette retains the external body shape information and omits some body structure clues, and the skeleton preserves the internal body structure information. The two data modalities are complementary to each other, and their combination is expected to be a more comprehensive representation of gait. Motivated by this observation, we present a transformer-based gait recognition framework called Gateformer, which consists of 4 modules at 3 stages. In the preprocess stage, the silhouette sequence and skeleton sequence are extracted from the original RGB video by segmentation method and pose estimation method, respectively. In the encoding stage, we feed the input silhouettes and skeletons into silhouette encoding module and skeleton encoding module to learn spatial temporal feature maps, respectively. In the fusion stage, a spatial fusion module and a temporal fusion module are proposed for effective fine-grained spatial and fine-aligned temporal feature fusion, respectively. Gait recognition aims to identify different people by walking patterns, which is one of the most promising video-based biometric technologies in long-distance recognition systems. The gait representation is first obtained from the input gait video by a preprocessing method to remove the effect of background noise, and then fed into a gait recognition model to obtain the gait representation for recognition.
As mentioned before, the silhouettes and the skeletons are the two most popular gait representation. Although the silhouettes retain most body shape information, the self-obscuring problem occurs when body areas overlap. Moreover, when clothing condition changes, the external body shape is significantly changed by clothing obscuration. On the other hand, skeletons only keep the internal body structure information, which effectively solves the clothing obscuring and self-obscuring problems, but completely ignoring the discriminative body shape information leads to poor performance. We could observe that the two data modalities are complementary to each other, and their combination is expected to be a more comprehensive representation of gait. Recently, transformer-based vision models show great potential and achieve competitive results. Many studies have shown transformer has strong modeling ability for multimodal data, and embedding modeling operation in transformer has a powerful ability to model temporal relationships. Thus, it is desirable to develop a transformer-based multimodal gait recognition framework that leverages two complementary data modalities for comprehensive gait recognition. Our Gateformer consists of 4 modules at 3 stages. In the preprocess stage, the silhouette sequence and skeleton sequence are extracted from the original RGB video by segmentation method and pose estimation method, respectively. The data structures of the two modal representations are too different, so it is difficult to fuse them directly on the data level. Therefore, in the encoding stage, we design independent encoding modules to capture the unique discriminative information of each modal and enhance the spatial temporal feature representation for the subsequent fusion. Finally, spatial fusion module and temporal fusion module are proposed for effective fine-grained spatial and fine-aligned temporal feature fusion, respectively. For the spatial fusion module, we can observe, on the one hand, existing methods use global feature-level fusion which lack of interpretability and ignore fine-grained body region feature. On the other hand, the human body area can be divided into 3 parts: head, torso and legs, and different area of human gait possess evidently different shapes and moving patterns during walking. Therefore, a co-attention-based spatial fusion module is proposed to perform a fine-grained body parts fusion of spatial gait features by using the prior positional relationships of each skeleton joint and each silhouette part. Spatial fusion module consists of 2 bidirectional cross-attention structures for spatial co-attention aggregation to fully integrate and utilize complementary spatial information from both modalities. Moreover, by constructing a predefined attention mask, the computation of cross-attention is restricted between corresponding body parts to achieve fine-grained body part fusion. Moreover, we can observe gait is a cyclical and symmetric process, and the temporal relationships between gait frames contain unique biological information which is critical for recognition. To better exploit the temporal information of the gait sequences of both modals, we propose temporal fusion module to perform fine-aligned fusion on temporal level, in which we design the cycle position embedding CPE to model temporal relationships for gait sequences of arbitrary length. Similar to spatial fusion module, we also design a co-attention module to fuse and aggregate the temporal information of 2 modals, and we propose cycle position embedding to perform temporal modeling. We repeat the position embedding to efficiently capture gait cycle features and better model the temporal information for gait sequences. Moreover, the same frames in both sequences are performed with the same position embedding for fine-aligned temporal modeling. Next, I will introduce our experimental result. Our Gait former outperformed all baseline methods, achieving an average accuracy of 96.4% and 90.1% in the Kasha B and UMVLP datasets, respectively. Experiments demonstrate that our Gait former achieves state-of-the-art performance on Kasha B and UMVLP dataset. For the most challenging condition, walking in different clothes in Kasha B dataset, our method achieves a rank -1 accuracy of 94.8%, which outperforms the state-of-the-art single-modal methods by a large margin. The result proved that the complementary advantages of skeleton and silhouette are used to obtain the great potential of robustness to clothing changes in gait recognition. We perform ablation experiments on the proposed 4 modules of this method. The proposed method in this paper achieves the best performance when using both SFM and TFM for feature fusion, showing that the proposed spatial-temporal fusion framework can aggregate the temporal and spatial features of both modalities for more comprehensive gait recognition, and further demonstrating that the present algorithm is effective in designing each module. We further performed ablation experiments on our proposed SFM. We find any cross-attention blocks removal leads to performance degradation. We can conclude that the co-attention structure can better integrate the complementary advantages of the skeleton and silhouette. When removing the attention mask used for fine-grained body parts fusion, the average rank -1 accuracy reduced by 2.4%. Which proves that our strategy can effectively guide the fusion of aligned local features, helping the model to converge better and achieve better performance. For the ablation experiments on TFM, we find that the temporal embedding modeling operation is important for the proposed framework, and the proposed cycle position embedding outperforms the vanilla position embedding. In conclusion, motivated by the complementary strengths of the silhouettes and skeletons for comprehensive gait representation for recognition, we propose a multimodal framework called Gait former. In this work, we propose a spatial fusion module and a temporal fusion module to perform fine-grained fusion at the spatial level and fine-aligned fusion at the temporal level. Extensive experiments have shown the effectiveness of our framework.